This leather is Metropolitan Leather colored shoulder leather. Amazing leather. I found this leather from a guy on YouTube. He's amazing. Actually, I spent some money on his program. So if you guys want to know how to do kind of the stuff I do and the stuff he does, I learned basically from him. And his name is Armitage Leather. I'll put a link in the description as well for his YouTube channel. Good morning, y'all. Excuse me. Alexis here, Sophie Leather. I am finishing up this bag. Sorry, I couldn't film the build. I had to get this out. Super busy. But I wanted to talk about some of the construction on this bag and talk about this tote bag. Oh, geez. Hold on, I gotta get some. So here's a quick tip. Get you a pair of latex gloves to wear. It doesn't really protect your hands. What it does is helps grab that needle so it doesn't slip, especially when you're sweating and it gets hot out here, like in Florida. Like if I'm thirsty, I could just drink the air right now. That's how humid it is. But yeah, it helps grab this needle. But this tote bag, I'll put a link in the description right over here, right there, of me building this bag, a different type of bag. But this one specifically, I changed some things around to where some small detail stuff that actually helped shorten the build time. In my opinion, it looks just as good. What I've done has not affected the quality or the build or the structure of the bag. In fact, I think it actually strengthened it. And the biggest thing is the laptop sleeve. Now, if you look at my old build video, you'll notice that this main body, the front and the back main body, are two pieces of leather glued together. And the way I did it before was I'd take one piece of leather, stitch a pocket on there, take another piece of leather, stitch a pocket on there, and then I would marry them together. But you have to be really careful to do that. And one pocket was the exterior pocket and the other pocket was the laptop sleeve. The issue I had is that the laptop sleeve on the inside, that pocket was 15 inches. The exterior dimensions of this bag was 16 inches. In order to make a pocket, you have to come off ½ an inch on each edge. So that pocket was a true 15-inch pocket. And then I'd add these rivets like I do on all my pockets, so that it strengthens the pocket. But that did not give you a true 15 inches. It was just short a little bit because that rivet comes in about 1/4 inch. So you're losing about ½ inch on that laptop sleeve. Usually not a big issue, but for somebody that has like a true 15-inch wide laptop, it's barely just not gonna fit. So this client wanted to make sure that her laptop sleeve fit. So what I did was, for this particular build, and as well as my last briefcase build, that silver bag, that chestnut briefcase, what I did was hold on, this is really annoying. What I did was, the outside pocket I did like I normally do, and the laptop sleeve, I went all the way out to the gusset. I'll show you a little overlay here, what I'm talking about. I went all the way out. That did two things. Number one, it really reduced my stitch time because all I have to do is glue that in place and then stitch it when I'm stitching this gusset like right now. So I don't have to do another 40-inch run of stitch. That saves about an hour, hour and a half. The other thing that allows me to do is, when I marry the front body, those two pieces of leather, I don't have to carefully stitch it together. I make the outside piece, I cut it my dimensions I want, and I simply just glue this gray piece to just a big blue piece, and then I trim. All right, and then after that, I treat that as one thick piece of leather. Then I stitch this pocket, the outside pocket, and because I don't need to stitch the interior laptop sleeve, I can go all the way out. So it doesn't, you know, I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm not making any sense. Anyways, I just shaved off quite a bit of time doing that, especially gluing the two main bodies together, because I don't have to be so precise. I just cut the outside body pieces to size, 16 by 12. Then I just glue that to a piece and then I trim that, and I treat that as one piece of leather, and then it acts the same as a briefcase. This tote bag is essentially the same thing as that briefcase. I'll put another link right there to the briefcase build that I just did. It's essentially the same build, no difference, with the exception of there's no storm flap in the front, and the shoulder straps, I just added 2 shoulder straps, and the gusset. The gusset, this thing is bothering me. The gusset is a lot wider than the briefcase gusset. That's the only difference. The other thing too with this briefcase, this tote bag, is I don't think I'm gonna do that extra loop over on the side like I do in my briefcases. I don't think it really needs it. If they want, I can always add it. But I don't think that's necessary for this tote bag, in my opinion. So that saves some time as well. I know you guys are wondering, hold on, this is pissing me off. Guys, it's hot over here. The other thing is, this tote bag is not a dainty little tote bag. It's a working, professional tote bag. It's made to carry a lot. It's built like a tank. Might be a little overkill in my opinion, but it's gonna last you forever, okay? It's not a dainty little tote bag. This will stand up on its own, all right? I made these shoulder straps just perfect so when you lay them down, they don't touch the floor. And yeah, it's a little stout. I think I measured it, I weighed it, it's about 4 pounds. That's a little on the heavy side for a tote bag, but like I said, this is made to hold your documents, your briefcases, your bags, your documents, your laptops. Yeah, and it's totally modular. I can make it whatever they want on the inside, what kind of pockets, business card holders, that's totally a preference, and I can make whatever they want. This particular bag, for the first time, I made a hanging pocket. I made a hanging pocket, and I've seen that a lot on tote bags, and I wanted to give it a shot. Just the nature of the tote bag. If you have a hanging pocket, it'll always be standing vertical and easier to get to. So I wanted to, hold on, this pissed me off. I'm showing you because I don't care, I'm not gonna edit this. I made a hanging pocket, and what this allowed me to do is while things are drying, I could just make this pocket separate. And then all I did was I didn't even stitch it in place. I could have, but I used the rivets for the shoulder straps. And I've seen that kind of build a lot. And you know, why not stick to something that's tried and true? And we'll see how it goes. But what that allowed me to do as well, I am rambling, but what that allowed me to do as well, I'm sweating as well, guys. What that allowed me to do is I don't have to, I can make those pockets separate, and I don't have to attach it to the main body. Because you have to figure, this back pocket right here, when I stitch that, I'm committed. I cannot stitch anything else inside because I don't want to go all the way through. So I have to really think about the pockets and the pocket design, because that's going to affect how I build it. So doing it with the hanging pocket, I can make whatever they want and just add it in after the fact. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense. So once I get to the end of this, I'm going to sand it to the edges, and we'll take it from there. However, I do know you guys always have questions about this leather. I'll leave a link in the description to where I get this leather from, and the thread I use. So the thread I use is Ritza tiger thread. This is 0.8 millimeter Egyptian blue. It's hard to find, but it's absolutely beautiful. This leather is Metropolitan Lamport colored shoulder leather. Amazing leather. I found this leather from a guy on YouTube. He's amazing. Actually, I spent some money on his program. So if you guys want to know how to do kind of the stuff I do and the stuff he does, I learned basically from him. And his name is Armitage Leather. I put a link in the description as well for his YouTube channel. It's worth the money if you guys want to learn how to do all this stuff. He uses a lot of this leather. It's Metropolitan Leather. I'll leave a link in the description. This is the gray on the outside. On the inside, I used the sky blue. I think this is my favorite color, to be honest with you. I was a little hesitant when she told me she wanted that color. But that married with this Egyptian blue thread is absolutely beautiful. Now, I was a little worried because this Egyptian blue thread is not exactly the same color as the sky blue. But man, that contrast is really subtle, but it looks really, really sharp. I'll do a close up here in a second. I'm almost done here. I'm sweating balls. I'm gonna put the fan on in between these breaks. But once I finish this up, I'll take it over there. We'll sand it down, finish the edges, and we'll continue chit-chatting. All right, so I don't know really what the purpose is of the video, to be honest with you. To be honest, I think I just want to show off this bag. It's one of my favorite bags that I've made, the color scheme. I think I got it down to a science as far as the build. Yeah. I got nothing else for you. I guess I'll leave where I got all this material. A good resource for you guys to learn how to do this stuff. He's Armitage Leather on YouTube. He has a Vimeo account that he teaches you how to do all this. It's really affordable. Ain't that something though? I think the way you make money nowadays is by selling information, you know? People want patterns, people want how-tos, and I just refuse to do it. I don't know. So I'll tell you where to get it though. You know what I mean? But yeah, I kind of just want to show off, to be honest with you, this bag. So I'm gonna finish this up, and when I'm done, I'll take some nice video, show you this bag. Yeah. It's the front. Hopefully you can see my little stamp. Here's the back. It has this back pocket. This I was talking about with the rivets. And then let's show you the side. Little keyring or whatever you want. Comes with this little matching keyring. There. And then the shoulder straps. So they wear this on their right shoulder. This is facing forward. And on the inside, I don't know if you can see it. Can you? You can't. All right. So this is the hanging flap I was talking about. So when it's dipped down, it'll still hang vertical. And on the other side, you have this laptop sleeve, like I was talking about. It goes all the way out, all the way to the gusset. These rivets are from this flap right here. That's that rivet there. So you can see where before I'd put this flap in there, and that's how short it'll be, like ½ inch short on each side. So it'll be a 1 inch short. So this laptop sleeve is a true 16 inch. All right. That's the bag. Let me model it for you. Hey girl, yeah, well I'm gonna go, okay? Oh yeah, this bag, I got it from Tote Leather. Really nice. Thanks, girl. Oh, my shoulder strap fell, exposing the nice blue. That was by accident. Oh yeah, girl, you can see inside, yeah. Look at that sky blue, wow. Where'd you get it from? Tote Leather. Oh, how much is it? Oh, it's really expensive depending on how much you want. Oh, girl, never mind. I'll just go to Amazon and get me a $100 bag that's only gonna last a year. It doesn't stand up like this. It doesn't stand up like this. I like flappy bags for $100. It's made in China. I love that. Those are my favorite things. Why buy quality? You know what I mean?